Part 3, interest rate. So the first problem, suppose you borrow $20,000 to buy a new car. If your monthly payment for the next 60 months is $370, what is the interest rate? So this is another type of annuity, right? You pay $370 60 months. Because you pay, that's negative. So 60n, n equals to, oh, again, always clear first, right? 60n interest rate, we need to get that. And then you borrow 20,000, so you receive 20,000 initially, so 20,000 MPV. And the PMT is negative 370. So 370 and the plus minus sign, right? And the future values, you pay off everything. So 0. Compute interest rate, then you will have 0.3487. Oh, so answer 0.35%? It's not true because you have to answer annual rate. So interest rate should be annualized. This 0.3487 times 12. So it's around 4.18%. So your answer should be 4.18%. So that's the key. You should be careful. Answer using annual rate. So sheet again. So how to find interest rate? Pretty much similar. So we have 60 months, present value 20,000, and negative 370, and 0 PMT, and then you use a rate. It doesn't have to be uppercase, lowercase should be fine too. And PMT, and present value, and future value. And then you have actually 0.35%, so should be annualized 4.18%. That's the answer. And you'll write simply multiplied by the number of periods per year. All right. Okay, so next question is, suppose you borrow 10,000 from your parents to buy a car. You agree to pay $207.58 per month for 60 months. What is the interest rate? So you borrow a car, $10,000 is the present value, and your payment is $207.58 for 60 months. Calculate the interest rate, and you should answer annual rate. Okay, solve it. Okay, so n equal to 60, so clear TVM all the time. I mean, I just skip it, but second clear TVM. And now 60 n. Then the present value is 10,000 PV. PMT is $207.58, and you pay it, so it's negative because it's an outflow, and future value is 0. And you compute interest rate, then you must have 0.75. And this is not answer because you should answer annual rate. So interest rate equals to 0.75 times 12, which is 9%. So the answer is 9%. So this annual rate is called the annual percentage rate. We call it APR. It's a nominal rate. So the annual rate quoted by law, and this APR equals to periodic rate. So like a monthly rate times number of periods per year. So for monthly rate is a 12. And periodic rate equals to APR divided by periods per year. The issue is if you have two interest rates, and these two interest rates are do not have same number of periods, number of compounds per year. So such as one is annual rate, the other is a semi-annual rate, then you cannot directly compare using APR. You should use EAR, effective annual rate. So effective annual rate assumes that this interest rate expressed as if it were compounded once per year. So we change everything just to the once per year compounding rate. You can use these EARs to compare to alternative investment with different compounding periods. So the formula EAR equals to 1 plus APR, the annual rate divided by number of compounds per year. So and the semi-annual 2, monthly 12, daily 365, power to the mth minus 1. That's EAR formula. So savings account with different compounding frequency. We have two savings accounts. Which savings account should you choose? 5.25% daily compounding, 5.3% semi-annual compounding. You cannot directly compare these two rates, 5.25 versus 5.3, because their number of compounds per year are different. So we have to calculate EAR. So first EAR equals to 1 plus, so 5.25%, so 0.0525 divided by, M is 365 because it's daily, to the 365 fifths minus 1 equals to 5.39%. EAR2 equals to 1 plus, now 5.3%, so 0.053 divided by M is 2. Square minus 1, 5.37%. So if you put $100 in each account, the first account you will have $105.39. Second account $105.37. We take this. I want to have higher EAR accounts. So calculate EAR and compare. There's Excel function directly calculate the EAR2. So if APR is 5.325%, right? 25%, and M is 2 daily, 365, and it's not dollar. So let's change it to the format, just simple numbers. And the second one is 5.3%. And then M is 2. Then there's a function called effect. First one is the APR. Second one is M. Then you have 5.39%. Same thing, copy paste. You have 5.37%. Effect, APR, and M. You take this one. You take the higher EAR one. You can also calculate APR from EAR2. This is formula. We can also use Excel. So for Excel, there's formula nominal, NDAR and M. Okay, number of coupon per year. Then you can calculate APRs. You can practice it later. Package 2, which loan should you choose? It's the same actual example, 5.25 with the annual repayment, 5.3% with semi-annual payments. Hint is we want to borrow money with cheaper interest rate, right? So calculate EAR and find the answer, pick one. Okay, so first loan, we know that EAR1 equals to, or the calculate, right? 5.39%. EAR2 equals to 5.37%. If it is loan, then we want a cheaper rate. So pick second one. All right, so that's the end of the third part. See you in the final part.